title of this book is Almond, written by Won-pyung Sohn, and the fiction of this book is Bildungsroman, where it portrayed a young boy journey that has changed the character while growing up and dealing with his own subclinical phenomenon. The pages of the ebook that we read is in total of 249 pages. The years of publication is in 2017 for original version, which written in Korean language, and 2020 for the English version. The reason why we choose this book is because the untold and clueless storyline at the beginning of the story make us curious and wanting to know more about this book. Plus, this book is also different from other because it doesn't state or describe the feeling of the main character. The main character in this novel is Sohn. There was a child of a single mother and living with his grandmother. Summary for this novel. So this novel is basically about a boy who have alexithymia, which is a subclinical phenomenon when someone is unable to express their feeling and understand theirs and others. So, in growing up, his mother trained him with the several types of emotion and forced him to remember as good as how much he can so that he can seen as a normal person. And then one day, there a tragedy happened that causes his grandmother to death and his mom to coma. And since then, he met a lot of people such as Don, Lidora, and Dr. Shim, that is, has teach him a new experience of feeling.
Main theme of the story is friendship. The narrative uses Yanji and Gon as an example. They talk about how they feel and express their emotions. Gon's inability to control his emotion is manifested in an explosive, furious, and larger-than-life manner. He clearly admires Yanji and aspires to be more like him. Yanji's life is turned upside down when, at the age of 16, his mother and grandmother are both killed in a senseless, violent attack on Christmas Eve. Yanji is left to fend for himself, attempting to navigate the world without the guidance of his mother, finishing school and keeping the business running. Yanji meets Gon, another teenage kid with a hard history. Via strange coincidence, at this point in the novel, tentatively, the two form their first friendship in Yuji's life, and they grow to rely on each other in a way neither of them has ever relied on anyone else. I definitely suggest it because it is not something we see or hear every day. This book also takes a different approach than previous works. The story interest stems from the characters' relationship and how they interact with one another. In this book, Sohn discusses the joys and sorrows, the delights and complexity of life. There are several lessons to be learned from this story. One of them is that we must always try to achieve our goals. Yanji's mother, for example, works hard to ensure that Yanji can respond emotionally like any other normal child. She is determined to go to any effort to keep Yanji healthy. Furthermore, we must be capable of functioning alone. This is because people will not always be around to assist us when we are in need. Yanji is now self-sufficient following the Christmas Eve catastrophe. Yanji attempts to navigate the world without the assistance of his mother, finishing school and keeping his bookshop running. Next, we must have a spirit of friendship. Sincerity is important in friendship. If there is no sincerity in a friendship, it will not last. Friendship is important since it allows people to express themselves, decrease stress, and so on. For example, Yanji is friends with Don, despite the fact that Don used to bully Yanji. They do, however, require one another. Lastly, feelings are important because they impact how we think, make decisions, and solve issues. When we are experiencing powerful emotion or emotional experience, we frequently pay more attention and recall things more clearly and for a longer period of time.